Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads and must converses the channel. Happy Tag Tuesday. And today I was tagged by Read Becca. If you guys don't know Read Becca, check her out because it's a good small channel. I've been watching her. I like her content. And she did a tag called the BookTube Personality Tag. It's a tag where you approach books ultimately from different personality constructs that society or culture has developed over history, whatever. Um, it is cool. So thank you for tagging me, Read Becca. Check my turnaround time on this one, right? Um, the original is from Christinelle SFF Reader. I'm not familiar, so I'm subbing, and we'll see. And you can check it out all you want. But I really enjoy this tag. I know that. Okay, let's go ahead. 1A, what is your Myers-Briggs type? And I'm not too familiar with Myers-Briggs. I mean, of course, I've done a personality uh, analysis on the Myers-Briggs before in my life. I'm not sure. I am a mind-oriented extrovert, though. Extremely highly extroverted and definitely mind-oriented, not so much emotionally oriented. How does your type influence your reading habits? So, being mind oriented and extroverted, I don't know if it affects my reading habits other than just there is a tendency to just be free and feel like going for something new. I don't fear the new, I go for the new, that kind of thing. And I'm just down for it in my reading and all that. Number two, what is your enneagram? And I am enneagram 7. So the enneagram is a personality construct where the enneagram was first Gurdjieff, Meetings with Remarkable Men. I grabbed here. Gurdjieff was a philosopher, kind of like a polymath into all kinds of things, and developed a almost a psychoanalysis or philosophy of being with practice and everything, and developed what is known as the enneagram, a symbol. And I don't think that this personality construct of the enneagram has much to do with Gurdjieff's enneagram. I think that the symbol was appropriated in a way, but it is a very interesting and beneficial way to look at your personality in a way. Number sevens are termed the enthusiast, going towards excitement, pleasure, spontaneous, these kind of things, but also scattered, also spread across a lot of different projects. Like I've said before on my videos, I'm an idea or a hobby guy. I'm more into hobbies. I got a lot of hobbies. I play guitar. I play chess all the time. You see my books here. I was planning on doing a chess video, but I saw that I was tagged here, so I was like, I'm gonna do this. This is really cool. Um, how does your sign influence your reading habits? I mean, all over the place. Uh, or not the sign, I'm sorry. The Enneagram. How does the Enneagram influence your reading habits? All the time. Just the personality construct, just in the way of looking at the Myers-Briggs or whatever construct it would be. Your behaviors and how you approach life, how you frame your experience and things, drives what you're going to experience. So even in my book choices, I'm very have been all over with Dante. Turned onto this at a very young age, loved it, and the wide breadth of fiction I read, whatever horror genre stuff, but mostly just fiction. And I have a large portion of my books that are spiritual texts and esoteric texts. And I love this kind of stuff. And it plays a part in the next one for sure. How does the Enneagram influence your booktubing? I'd say that the same as the way with the Myers-Briggs, these kind of personality constructs to frame it. How does it influence my booktubing? I can turn on the camera, I start going. I'm very, down to be extroverted, to, just kind of put it out there, put myself out there like that. And so it's always a joy and fun for me to make videos or to talk about anything. And that's why, that's one of the factors of a 7 in Enneagram. That they're just, they're down for the spontaneous, exciting, something could happen, right? That kind of thing. Um, Now, number 3 is, what is your zodiac sign? So looking at it through a personality matrix of things that I love in a way, but are definitely more philosophical, and the system is intuitive, and it's very, very cool kind of stuff. I think my zodiac sign is a Virgo. And I don't really follow zodiac, you know what I mean, and the stars in that kind of way, but I do follow the tarot in a big way. And the attribution of Virgos on the tarot is the Hermit. So the Hermit has a lot to it. The Hermit is everything that you would think of: a lover of solitude, a secret lover of solitude, even. But by the card here, we can see a lot of everything is symbolism in the tarot. So you have the forward symbolism of the Hermit carrying his light. He's in wheat, and he's looking at the creation itself. The egg wrapped in the snake is him looking at creation itself. So he's looking inward. He's looking at what makes you be. This is the Hermit's kind of role. And there's the spermazoa, which has like a little, it's an awesome drawing. It has a little human in the little tip there. So this is interior looking, interior wisdom of the reality itself. And the ibis, the Hermit in the Thoth tarot here, looks like an ibis, which is the Greek god Thoth, which is sometimes translated as thought itself. So this is contemplative meditation in interior looking, and searching for wisdom, okay, in that kind of way. So there's a compulsion within me in these kind of ways, looking for knowledge, but not just knowledge, the truth, like a wisdom that cannot be denied, that mostly can come, will come from within, through meditation and internal looking like that. But outside, I'm looking for that kind of stuff too. Right? Like I'm always looking all around. So this kind of my personality and how I approach my reading in that kind of way, and all through this kind of personality, it has allowed me to experience so many things in my life. I've always been able to go for whatever struck me as interesting. I'd read it. And I've read all different genres, and I've read a lot of stuff. And when some people say, "Oh, well, Noah doesn't," Noah's not a horror booktuber, but Noah's a booktuber. You know what I mean? Something like that. I'm like, man, I got a 3 shelves in there full of horror, and if I went through and picked out everything horrific and made a horror bookcase, I'd probably have 1 or 2 full bookcases slap full of horror, But I have a lot of everything, and that's not just what I've gone through. It's what I'm always, even still, looking for the next new thing. So it's allowed me to come into contact with things as varied as the Nag Hammadi Library, which is like Gnostic scriptures written down before, the establishment of the Bible as and Christianity as the official religion, like, of Europe, these kind of things, and had its blow up. Gnosticism was real big, but these are actually even pre-Christianity in a lot of parts. The Lotus Sutra, Buddhism. I love Buddhism. I fell in love with Buddhism and have practiced Buddhism almost my whole life, 20 years now. But don't define myself as a Buddhist. I don't really define myself as anything, just me, be a being. And this is what it's allowed me to get into something as amazing and mind blowing as the White Lotus Sutra. So good. Um, Going into mysticism, mystical Christianity, Saint Teresa, The Interior Castle is a must read. A must read. You gotta go for it. But these kind of things I was just drawn to and I would read, along with genre, along with sci-fi, along with horror, along with fantasy, along with other spiritual texts that I might go into, like actual spiritual texts, not something somebody wrote or an account of or a commentary. Um, but also to be as ambitious to go forward in my reading with something like the Zohar, because I'm going to be jumping in big in 2022. So I'm reading right now the Guide to the Zohar. This was a little introductory, get your feet wet book written by Arthur Green. It's really, really, really good. Arthur Green is great. He wrote the Kabbalah for Tomorrow. It's really good. And this kind of thing is just a perfect setup for going through that. And I'm down to be ambitious. I'm down for the new, no matter what it takes. I'm down to do whatever. So thank you very much, Read Becca, for this tag. And thank you very much, BookTube, for chilling out. And check her out. She's really cool. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.